Welcome back to episode 30 of my Lone Wolf Let's Play. I figured since it's been 30 episodes and that coincides with finishing up the third map, that it would be a good time for a little bit of a recap. So, we started off on map 1, which was Cascade Hills, and of course Lone Wolf. So to accomplish that, I rolled for a while until I found a character that had encouragement or inspiration as their hero bonus. They both effectively do the same thing of giving you a radio call that will remove your fatigue, which is how you continue to play as just one character forever. Um, I rolled a little bit longer to try to find a character that had +1 labor as well. Of course, there's a little bit of a trade-off with minus 20 stamina, but not too big of a deal. Obviously not preferable by any means, but I wanted the +1 labor so that I could also upgrade my infirmary, upgrade my workshop, build a decent other uh, other thing in the slot, so a fighting gym or a shooting range. It usually is a shooting range, but for this map I did fighting gym, and I'll explain that in a minute. Um, so map 1 went pretty smoothly, just used heavy weapons and stimulants and stuff like that to burst down all the hearts very quickly. Pretty much a typical playthrough. On lethal, uh, yeah, the only strange thing was that every once in a while I would have to come over here and hit encouragement, and that was it. Uh, then on to Meager Valley, which was map 2. I just had it randomly selected. There's like a random option when you finish your legacy to choose which map you're going to go to. Ended up on Meager, and for this map I decided that I would only kick hearts. Now, of course, sometimes you'll accidentally slash a heart, or you'll accidentally, partially catch a heart on fire with like your fuel bombs or something like that. But the spirit of the rule is that the only intentional damage that you're going to do to the heart is basically just going to be kicking. And so that's what I did. Now, unfortunately, I had endurance um, as my fighting. What's it called? Fighting specialization. And while endurance is good, it's just not good for this situation. The main thing that I used, the main combo, I guess I should say, or synergy, was marathon plus discipline. So with marathon, you can run infinitely, basically, as long as you are lightly encumbered, which I'm not right now. But if this lineup here was green, then you don't run out of stamina as you're running. I'm slowly lowering stamina right now. But if I drop, maybe that, yeah, if I drop my weapon, I can just run forever. Um, and the reason why that comes with discipline is because discipline increases your light carrying capacity. So you can carry a little bit more while still being in that green zone for basically infinite stamina. So it's always a bit of a grind to take out a heart, because you have to kick a few times, maybe like 10 times, and you run out, kill the zombies that run up, kill the feral, whatever, then go back in. So having that infinite stamina and not needing to use like 50 snacks every heart is a pretty big deal. Um, so endurance doesn't really combo well with that, doesn't have any synergy. It does give you a lot more health, and it does also reduce the effect of injuries. But besides that, like, that's just generally good stuff as opposed to synergy. Whereas close combat synergizes as well because you don't have to carry a melee weapon. Also, you get much faster executes, and you get the standing front execute, which is a lot better than not having that. The special for endurance is like a slam, and just I don't think is very good. So on map 3, I switched over to close combat. I wanted to give endurance a full map to just see, is this good? Have I just not used it because I'm, missing out on part of the game, or is close combat legitimately better in the situation? And I think close combat is definitely a lot better. So yeah, map. Once I finished Meager Valley, again, went pretty smoothly. Although there were a few hiccups. I think at least one very very close call, um, but in general went pretty smoothly. Uh, Starting map 3 here in Providence Ridge, I switched over to close combat immediately. That's why I went with the fighting gym, uh, because of course I needed to raise my fighting skill, so I had the fighting gym to help with that. And started going around, and immediately, even with 0 stars in close combat, I found it much faster much easier to take out hearts because just the executes are so much faster. Yeah, just the executes being just so much faster is super key. And also in Providence Ridge here, I switched over to no guns. I still do have a couple guns in my inventory just because it feels like I shouldn't throw them away. Because they're pretty good, like, you know, B50FG, Prepper's AK, and so on. But I'm only using crossbows and basically only using the repeating crossbow. I have so many bolts now that I can basically do whatever I want. For a while, I would switch off to the combat crossbow while I was out looting, just to make sure I don't use too many light arrows. But at this point, I think I used about 500 arrows in this map, and I still have 155 materials now, so it should be fine. That is one thing I discovered just recently, is that you don't lose materials or lose any resource by being, you know, over your limit when you are lone wolf. That requires another character in your base to call you on the radio. Yeah, Providence Ridge went super smoothly, just as well. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of that's a lot of freaks right around my base. And I just cleared out the last heart. I think it was down here last episode. And so yeah, let's go finish up this legacy. I'm gonna do probably a quick montage of the earlier legacy missions now, and then we can skip to the final legacy mission. So yeah, let's see that and get on to the next map, which will be Drucker County.
We can win this! Keep at it!
You know you're just gonna die here, don't you?
Fire in the hole!
Well, my aim sucks. Well, my arrows will take them down, but unless I was just missing constantly, deal basically 0 damage. There are a couple bloaters walking up, so I'm gonna... Thank you for knocking me down.
Fire in the hole!
Possibly the bloaters will be over here.
And we're down.
Oh, I think one of them might have just blown up or something.
That's all of that.
Oh, they blew up too far away.
Grenade! Yeah, that's a lot of zombies. Kiss your asses goodbye!
We've got hostiles attacking us.
I'm sending everyone who's willing and able.
Thank goodness we made it to that attack.
I brought a follower with me because I'm a bit worried about this fight. There's gonna be like 8 people up here.
My dear Sheriff, you don't really think you can stop us, do you? In this town, I am the law. And for the murder of my friends, I
The
sentence
light
you to
crossbow
death. That clear enough?
can do okay. It knocks people down pretty well, but what it does not do is actually kill them. That's way too far, and I can't throw up. Oh no, it did work. Nice.
Grenade!
There we go. That actually was super smooth.
Wow. That was... Wow. It wasn't easy. But I think we've turned a corner here.
Huh, I didn't know you could trade with them after.
From now on,
After
raiders
the
like those
that.
guys shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, I even got my grenade back. Here we are on Drucker County, and while I get my base all set up, thank you all for watching. If you have any ideas for the rule for this map that we'll add, it's cumulative, so all the previous rules will stick around. Let me know. Some ideas are no fire, no use of cars while fighting hearts. So that'll be like no running over zombies, no using the trunk for storage, that sort of thing. Waking up all the hearts to begin with. Yeah, or anything you all can think of. Yeah, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll see what I like. Yeah, so thank you all for watching and sticking with me for 30 episodes, and I will see you guys in the next one.